Hello guys, it's Stephen and Phil here back with another video about the MLS. Of course, we're back with another video about the MLS and I'll carry on making that joke until I can. Today, this video is dedicated to Sergio Plazas, who's been commenting on our video saying he can't breathe because we've not reviewed New York City's kit yet. Sergio, you're happy now, mate, because it's happening. No, we're not going to talk about it. No, we are really. Essentially, we're reviewing New York City's kit today because it dropped last week. Do you know what? I'll be honest, we thought we talked about it, but we forgot we hadn't because we'd mentioned so many kits. So you've got a dedicated video to New York City's new kit, and I'm going to start immediately by saying they haven't given it a name.
Yeah, I'm genuinely shocked, actually. That's a big
It's just
plus.
called a home
This is already
jersey.
a 10 out of 10, to be honest.
Yeah. So they've even called it a kit on one of the blogs I've read, which is nice. So it's ticked in all the boxes essentially. Maybe it's because it's got the UK kind of based ownership, so they thought, no, there's name stuff. It's just what it is. Essentially, it's also got a pigeon mosaic on the jock tag. What's a jock tag?
So that I believe is the kind of like the bottom of the shirt to the side. They call it a tag. I think it is just basically that section of the shirt, and you can't see it on that image.
On it though, anyway.
That is tell you what, scroll up the pigeon itself. Look at that.
Oh, it looks amazing.
It's an amazing pigeon.
You see the picture on the screen now. That pigeon looks absolutely class.
It's by far my favourite detailing of any shirt in the MLS.
What a pigeon.
It's really good.
But onto the shirt itself, I think it's actually quite a nice shirt. I really like that striping. I think it's a really clever design. This is my personal take on it. I think the colours are quite nice. It's a solid shirt. It's nicer than some of the MLS ones, which have been pretty poor, I think, so far, if I'm being honest. I think it's a good kit. What's your take on it, Phil?
I think, it's a few tweaks away, I think, from being really, really good. I do still like it, but to me, I can't get away from the sponsor and how it breaks up the design. To me, it just looks... it takes away from what I agree is a really nice stripe.
What would you have done then instead?
It's very tricky because, obviously they've done it for legibility. I think for me, if they'd have been able to possibly use more of the pattern around the rest of the shirt, it would possibly get away from that. So maybe have a few more stripes or do something where...
See, I disagree on the more stripes because I think if you had more, it becomes more of a striped shirt, which is,
True.
I guess the point is
True.
it takes away the individuality of it. So.
True, and I guess it's a good point actually that they do have to keep the shirt very light because they've already got a dark away shirt, and to avoid being just another white shirt. You're right.
I know what you mean about how.
Keep it.
I do agree that it does break it up a little bit. I do like, by the way, how the badge is cut through the thing. It looks really nice when you look closely up at the badge and the stripe. It just looks really nice detail.
And the colours are great. The colours of the New York flag with the orange. Really nice. I like how the cuffs match the stripe as well. So actually, it is a really good shirt, and I think. Again, it's just something about the sponsor. Maybe it's just as simple as that. The amount of gap between, the stripe and the sponsor. To me, it's something that doesn't look quite right for me.
I don't think it carries on around the back as well. The stripe, which I think
doesn't. That's a small negative again. Yeah.
Would you like to carry on?
Yeah. Unfortunately, Adidas have generally not been very good at that, and they've argued that it's because they need kind of clear space for the numbers and that sort of thing. But obviously, even if it continued around the back, it still wouldn't cover it. In general, though, I think, and especially with the really nice away shirt they have, which is the same design as Argentina's away shirt, and I think as a whole,
Argentina, that isn't it?
It's the same design, but it looks really good. And obviously, I like that one particularly because the way the crest is, keeps in with the sponsor there. And you see how the sponsor there with the pattern, it just fits a bit nicer.
Yes, it definitely
nice
does.
And tight. I think the home shirt...
It frames it, isn't it?
Exactly. It actually looks really good. But you know what? As a 1-2 tandem, as a home and away combo, one of the best in the league for sure.
I think we talked about in a previous video, which you can check out from yesterday, about Man City's new partnership with Puma. And I think in general, New York City kits, City fans look at them and go, I wish ours were a bit like that. They do. And I can imagine if this kit was like a lighter blue, but then that stripe was white with a maroon bit through the middle. Yeah. Imagine that. Like, that would be really Man City now. It'd be out there, but City fans, I think, would like it. So you got a white bit with a maroon. Get you to knock it out later. And I think that
would be really good.
Yeah, so the white trims instead, it'd be the maroon stripe through the white, and that would be really Man City, I reckon. But this kit to me is, I think New York City, their marketing in general, their kits are relatively classy looking. I think they kind of get it right, and they keep it quite traditional. I like the colourway with this. I love the pigeon thing. I think it's really nice little detail.
It's a really good pigeon.
I agree it's not a classic kit, but I think it's a good solid kit. And I think in general the MLS, it's like a bit of creativity this year. I think it's just nice to see it and nice,
I actually think, despite obviously a lot of people, and understandably so, focus on the kind of white kit issues, but actually as a whole I do think it is a bit better. You know, I think there are some diamonds in the rough, so to speak. This is one of them, and yeah, I think if you're a New York City fan, this is a really good year for kits.
Anyway, guys, that is the New York City review. Sergio, in the comments, you got what you wanted, mate. I want to know what you think of the shirt as well, don't forget. To us, to me, I could like a little bit more than Phil, but I think in general, it's a thumbs up from us. Guys, if you are new to this channel, make sure you check out all the MLS kit videos we've been doing recently. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. Stephen, Phil, in a bit.